back to the business at hand. The following contest is scheduled for one fall.
You can hear the frustration in his voice. Zali Gold, he doesn't feel like Matty Hain is at the level of him, but irregardless of that, this man, Wildfire Blake Malik, is going to have to go one-on-one with the Hain plane right now.
Well, that is the thing, and seeing him on social media during the week, he was absolutely infuriated that he had to go up against Matty Hain and not climb, maybe aim for some gold somewhere.
Wildfire Blake Malik feels so frustrated. He's battled big-name veterans or washed-up has-beens. His words, not mine. He thinks he's stuck having to face a rookie in Matty Hain, but he should have a lot more respect for the Hain plane. He's been on quite a tear in his debut year in Mayhem Pro.
That he has. This is going to be one heck of a match.
What did you make of his comments, Zali Gold? He feels... Wildfire Blake Malik has become progressively more unhinged as time has gone on, yet still Zali Gold, he feels like Mayhem Pro management is deliberately acting against his best interests. I think that's a bit of a crock.
I think so too. He seems to have a big chip on his shoulder, and well, his guitar, metaphorically speaking, in his mind is way out of tune. But I tell you what, I'm ready for this match, because I'm going to say this, both of these men can go higher than petrol prices.
Well, here comes the Hain. Mayhem's master of the suplex, especially those lethal Germans. And oh, look out! Blake Malik from behind, jump-starting this match, and in what a big way, taking out all the frustrations he's feeling on the upcoming Matty Hain as he valiantly tries to fight back. But Blake Malik, he's got plenty of height and reach, especially with those long legs, as he's stopping a mud roll in the corner on the Hain plane. Shane Hero back with us at ringside, and my goodness, have we seen a transformation from Blake Malik of late.
We absolutely have. I've said for a long time he has so much potential, but he's almost been his own worst enemy. We're starting to see the end of that as he becomes more and more focused each match.
Zali Gold, Blake Malik's express intent tonight is to make an example out of Matty Hain, and well, he looks to be doing that now, but Matty Hain firing out of the corner.
Firing out with that southpaw clothesline that he does best, and now flying in with a big splash, and he's trying to get the big man up with that butterfly suplex.
And he gets him over with the butterfly suplex as Blake Malik wisely takes to the outside. But you've got to look out, the Hain plane, he loves to fly. Who cares about jet full horses? There goes Matty Hain.
Watch out at Tullamarine, they're flying high here. Surely I can't be serious, but Haney getting Malik back into the ring. He's not giving him a millimeter. He wants to stay on top of him.
Just as Blake Malik has taken issue with the veterans, Matty Hain takes issue with Blake Malik's disrespect of the locker room leaders here at Mayhem Pro as he is slung over the top rope by Wildfire Blake Malik, and once again jacked over the top rope. Blake Malik turning this match around, Shane.
Wow, you're starting to really see that focus and determination on the face of Blake here tonight. This is almost a new man. I'm really liking what I'm seeing out of him tonight.
Well, just seeing from my angle his glance towards our Mayhem Maniacs, I nearly had to move back a metre in my chair. It was that intense. But Matty Hain, he's a proud, we'll say graduate, if you like, of the School of Relentless Pro Wrestling. He respects the people who run it and who trained him, and I think he's out here to make a points. So who knows? Is it intensity versus principle? We will find out which will win.
Oh, Matty Hain is full of fire. He loves hitting guys in the jaw and dropping them on their heads. But right now, it is Blake Malik well and truly in control of this match. A clubbing kick to the back, and now slowing down the tempo of this match with a big headlock. This is exactly what Blake Malik wants to do, but he is someone who can fly high. He can do power. He can do speed. But right now, he just wants to control this match as he sees fit. But Matty Hain has none of it. Firing back into the ribs, jaw-jacking Blake Malik, and just like that, the Hain plane is taking off once again.
Taxiing, no.
Blake Malik flying over the ring, nearly taking out photographer Dylan there. And a big kick now taking out Matty Hain himself. Malik up to the top rope. He's 6'4", but he can fly, but Matty Hain saw it coming. Hain locks him in. We're going to see the German. Oh, Blake Malik, what athleticism. Sling blade.
The agility of Blake Malik for a tall man always amazes me. You might not like his attitude. I've said a lot, but credit where credit is due. That was amazing.
The massive sling blade taking down Matty Hain. Blake Malik perhaps not taking advantage as quickly as he should. He needs to spend less time expressing his discontent with the crowd and more time grounding the Hain plane, Matty Hain. Oh, look at that expression on Blake Malik's face. We have the perfect vantage point for this Shane hero. He looks completely unhinged. We're just doing our job down here. You worry about the Hain plane. Like that, with the back elbow. Blake Malik charging back in, and a big boot from Matty Hain now rocking Wildfire.
He can't afford to get angry at this point. We've seen this too often in the past from Malik, losing his temper.
Matty Hain flying into the corner, but Blake Malik with the guile to get himself out of the way. Matty Hain taking a breather on the outside. This match is incredibly back and forth. Hain is going to be in trouble as Blake Malik with the sliding drop kick, baseball slide, and now a plancha. Oh my God, Matty Hain hit the ring side floor so hard, Sully.
Look, if Blake Malik can channel that intensity and really focus it, wow, he could really go places. But it just seems that he just loses that focus and and doesn't keep on at 100%. But we saw what just then, Matty Hain hitting the floor very, very hard. Wow. Now they're both in dangerous territory again.
Shane Hero, this is the most dangerous part of the ring. The edge of that ring apron is the hardest part. And what evil intentions does Blake Malik have?
Oh no.
He's got him up.
Really? No.
Oh my God! A body slam!
Not even on the apron, right on the ant. Wow.
The absolute disregard for your opponent to do something like that is astounding.
Blake Malik surveying the chaos, the carnage that he has caused. Matty Hain might have broken ribs aplenty. He's yet to be able to pull himself back to his feet. Blake Malik going to do the job for him, sending Hain back in the ring. Blake Malik now looking like he's eyeing off the top rope. What is he going to do from here?
I think we know what he's got in mind. That huge moonsault, perhaps a senton. As I say, he can fly. He goes higher than petrol prices. And frankly, he looks like he's about to go through the stratosphere.
Blake Malik, he's 6'4", but he knows how to fly. Going for the spinal tap! Oh my God, but Matty Hain manages to roll out of the way, and thank God, a spinal tap attempt by Blake Malik, Shane Hero.
Oh, unfortunately, that was more like a Stonehenge.
Well, that spinal tap didn't go up to volume 11. It sort of stayed at 0. And now Blake Malik, as I always say, dial the Bacchus Marsh chiropractor after hours number because he needs it. But Matty Hain, also the worst, we're staggering, trying to get back to his feet.
Amazingly, Blake Malik first back to his feet. Matty Hain still feeling the effects of that body slam in the ring apron. Blake Malik pounding right hands into their head and to the upper neck of Matty Hain. But Hain, he's back. The southpaw firing up. Where is he getting this energy and this effort from? Unbelievable. Oh, wait a minute. Blake Malik, what an incredibly athletic move, but Matty Hain reverses it to a body drop.
Beautifully done. Haney must have some sort of refueling plane that he tapped his tank into to count with those moves. But
Blake Malik jumping out of the way. Fireman's carry. What are we about to see from Matty Hain? Oh, he got him. He calls that the nose nosedive, a spinning sit-out knee. That's the nosedive, Zali Gold. Just like that, this match has turned in Matty Hain's favour. Oh, to Claymore. Matty Hain.
What a win this will be for Hain. Wow.
Goes to the cover. Oh, Blake Malik screaming as he kicks out at 2.5. That was the nosedive, Shane Hero, a new move that we've seen Matty Hain working on, refining in the gym, but it wasn't enough to put down Blake Malik tonight.
Wow, and until that move, I would say both men had each other incredibly well scouted, but obviously a new move like that, there's nothing you can do to prepare.
Oh, a German suplex, sending Blake Malik flying across the ring. Matty Hain, the crowd are cheering for him to finish it. Another German suplex. Goodness gracious, is he going to go for a third? He is! There goes Blake. 3 German suplexes, Sally Gold. You've felt those in training. What does 1 do to you, let alone 3?
Well, it's 1 shakes you up, 2 rattles you, and 3 rolls you, I suppose. Haney now looking to really finish. He's looking, no, Malik blocks.
He was going for the H-bomb, but he missed. Malik going for a move of his own, but Hain manages to reverse once again. Well, it looked like he was trying to go for the H-bomb. No, roll up by Blake Malik. Oh, Matty Hain just managing to kick out. Oh, mule kick. Oh, now a punter kick, my God. Blake Malik. Enziguri from Matty Hain. Just when you think this match is over, Shane Hero, Matty Hain pulls something out of nowhere.
Absolutely incredible back and forth from both men here tonight.
I'm impressed with Matty Hain. He's obviously been working hard. He wants this match, but that's going to stop him with the jaw rattled by that maneuver from Blake Malik.
Once again, he was going for the H-bomb, but Blake Malik managing to reverse out of it and loading him up with a kick as Matty Hain desperately reaches for the ropes. But it looks like it could nearly be a fait accompli at this point. Oh my God! Blake Malik levels him. Oh! That's the scorched earth. Blake Malik was telling us about that before the match. And that's it. With the single leg drop kick, which he calls the scorched earth. Wildfire Blake